Hey everyone, it's Ray 1940 here, and today we're going to do a follow-up video on my missile sponge tutorial. Now that was about surviving missile attacks, and there was something that kind of came up quite a bit in the comments, and I think there's this misconception about mutually aiding each other with fields of fire and stuff. I don't know where that comes from. I don't know if it comes from maybe thinking like in World War II fleets, or thinking of in terms of land combat where you've got fields of fire with your machine guns and stuff and overlapping that way. With missiles is very different. Okay, there's a lot of weight in dispersing your forces so that you're not going to have a whole mass just be easily targeted and destroyed. And we're going to demonstrate that really quickly. Now I've put all my guys into a 10 nautical mile bubble of the Kitty Hawk. Okay, I've even biased them to the front. So you can see all around us visually on the horizon, all the ships are there. Now I think this comes from World War II, where we had fleets driving really close to each other, or transiting really close to each other. And you know, battleships back then, the US in the Pacific theater at least, held their battleships a lot differently than the Japanese did, and they held them close to the carriers because they were seen as really strong air defense platforms. And this was back before the missile age, where you needed to have guns in range of the other guns from the platforms you're trying to defend against. You know, ultimately they were designing cruisers, light cruisers, for air defense, and that's how they kept the American carriers safe against Japanese air power. Japanese didn't do that quite a bit with their battleships. They would send them off as like surface action groups, and they would go and try and hunt the carriers at nighttime, and in the mornings they would regret it because the carrier air power would find them and destroy them. So anyways, that was just an aside. We're gonna put this thing to bed here. Just draw out the range rings for everybody. Oops. So Knox is going to have 10 nautical miles with the rim 7F. Adams is going to have 24.6. Spruance is going to have 14 nautical miles with the rim 7 mics. And Ticonderoga is going to have 40 nautical miles with the SM2 MRs. So I think the idea that people have is like, look at all this overlapping fire. We're certainly going to pick off a lot of missiles, and the cruisers can both fire at the missiles earlier before they can get to the Adams. And I can tell you, trying to defend the Adams as a missile sponge, it's never going to work. All right, Adams, if Adams isn't shot because of its position, certainly the Kitty Hawk will get shot because it's so close. You know, it's 8 miles ahead. If the missiles aren't going after Adams, they are certainly going after the Kitty Hawk. So we're going to see this play out. Let's take a look at how this tactic will fare. Now there are situations where you just can't get away from the type formation. You know, you might be geographically constrained if you're going through a strait or something, or you might have to work with a lot of ships you need to escort. So you probably want your guys really tight to cover a line of oilers or something that you need to protect. So there are cases that you will bring your formations close together. But out in the open Atlantic, you certainly shouldn't do this, okay? There is a lot of benefit to dispersing, especially going against sophisticated missile systems that are going to be able to distinguish different targets. Now, if we disperse far enough, it's going to make these missiles make a hard decision of, you know, only going after probably 1 or 2 platforms and not being able to see the others because they're just going to the first ones they see, and everybody else being out of the range of their detection. Alright, so we've got the missiles coming in now, looking pretty good. Adams is looking good. Alright, look at that. This guy is on the way to the carrier. First opening salvo. If these missiles don't get to her, we're going to take a hit. Yep. There we go. Kitty Hawk's hit. First hit. I'm telling you, if Adams is not far ahead and not a missile sponge, this will always happen. We'll see what happens here. Maybe Spruance is going to get hit. Oh boy. Yep, Spruance is hit. She's out. So not a good start. Spruance is already gone. Kitty Hawk is damaged, but it's still driving pretty good, I think. Let's see what's... Flight deck is destroyed, so this is a mission kill for the guy. Yeah, we got secondaries now. She's starting to slow down. We might lose her. Speed this back up. So this ship is pretty much a mission kill. It's going to have to go back to stateside and get repaired and be out of the fight for many, many months. But let's see what else happens here. We've basically, that was the first barrage, and there'll be another of 10 missiles, I think. So hopefully she can get underway again. It'd be kind of terrible if she's just dead in the water like that. The formation now is just not moving. Alright, let's see how the Adams fares. There's a pretty solid amount of missiles now going towards the Kitty Hawk. Okay, Adams is hit. She's gone. Ticonderoga's safe for now. Let's see if we can keep this ship safe. Oh boy, okay. Not good. Not good. See if she sinks. Set the time pretty fast. There's some secondaries, not looking good. She's getting lower in the water. Yeah, she's going under. Alright. So, yeah, we lost. Adams was lost by pulling her closer to try and make her safer. It's just not beneficial. You could even push this out a little further, maybe like 12 to 15 nautical miles in this kind of configuration. It's still going to play out like this. It's just not enough space between your first ship and the Kitty Hawk that you're trying to protect. You just really have to space it out how we did in that first video. We lost the Spruance and we lost the Adams. These guys being lost by themselves, not so bad. Cruiser's alright, yeah. But losing the Kitty Hawk, that's not good. That's a lot of people that have been killed, and this whole strike group now is really nothing. It's just a couple of cruisers and a destroyer or frigate that are going to have to go sail back home and or join a different strike group. So that'll be it for me. If you have any questions and comments, leave them down below. I'll try to get to them as soon as I can. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.